Hi viewers, welcome to Classic in Knowledge Quest. I am Kelvin Ikenna Ikechukwu, and in today's class, I will be teaching physics from the basics. This class is highly recommended to students from grade 8, 9, 10 and above, that is JSS 1, JSS 2, JS 3 and above. And it's also recommended to parents who would love to learn or refresh their memory so as to help their kids and their children carry out some assignments and also guide them at home. So let's begin. Now, the topic is physics for early starters, as I earlier said, and today we will be covering an introduction to physics. That is a very brief introduction. What is science? Branches of science? What is scientific method and how is it being performed? And a conclusion. So what is physics? Many students or many young students are faced with this fear that physics is very complex. But well, I'm here to tell them or to clear that doubt that physics is not complex. Physics is all about what that happens in the physical world. It is a branch of science that studies about what that happens in the physical world with the two major foundations or things that makes up the world, that is matter and energy, their relationship, their interaction and the forces that holds them together. Now, what I simply mean is that physics is a branch of science that studies about the physical world with its relationship to energy and matter and the forces of interaction between them. It is physics that makes us understand why when you kick a ball, it does not just remain at that spot. It moves, and at a certain spot, the ball falls down. All these things is all about physics. It is physics that makes you to understand why the light comes up, why the sun shines at the day, and at the night it goes down. All these things are what physics talks about. It talks about the physical things around us and not about the spiritual things. But we cannot dive deep into physics without not knowing what science is all about. So, what is science? Well, science is being derived from the Latin word, which means knowledge. In this context, we are talking of knowledge of the physical world. Okay? So science itself is a systematic study of the knowledge, or a systematic study, approaches and experiments to get more knowledge and facts about the physical world in which we are. Okay? And for us to further understand this science very well, it is being divided into three major branches. Now, what are these three major branches of science? We talk about the natural science. The second is social science, and thirdly, formal science. Now, the natural science tells us more about nature. It tells us more about nature, the physical things that happens in the universe. This is where we get to know more about it in the natural science. And for us to understand it very well, it is being branched into some subject areas. Now, what are the subject areas that helps us understand the natural science very well? This includes physics, which is the bedrock, chemistry, and biology. Now, they help us understand things about the physical world. In physics, physics tells us about the energy and matter, their relationship. Now, chemistry is now the application Using this energy and matter, their conversions, the conversions that takes place is being studied under chemistry. And biology is now about the life, what this energy and matter gives birth to, the life, and every other thing is being studied under biology. Now, the social aspect is now the interaction or the relationship of this natural science with individual and the society. And to further understand it more, we can now talk about sociology. We can now talk about economics. And what again can we talk about here? Okay, we can talk about psychology. And there are other social sciences that helps us relate this natural science. And then the third aspect of science is the formal. This formal is all about the abstract aspect. It is the aspect that helps us interpret, and the aspect that helps us understand more, as in to put what all these things are into work, or to interpret them more better. And this aspect, the subject matters that cover this aspect is majorly mathematics, that is math, logic, statistics, that is your stats. We also have the computer sciences and artificial intelligence, AI. So all these branches of science are very, very wide and can be studied differently. Okay, so this is just a brief introduction for us to know what science is all about, the branches, and how they are being grouped into subject areas. Now,